What's up, guys? Welcome back to Transcending Waves Crypto, bringing you another market update for the day. In our last video, when we were looking at Bitcoin here on the daily chart, we saw how it was pulling back to the prior daily and weekly highs that it broke out from. After hitting the top of the range here, this trend line that's been governing the highs of this range, Bitcoin came from the bottom of the range at around the 60K level and went and hit the target up at the top of the range here. And then after hitting the top of this range, we're expecting a little pullback for the lower time frame oscillators to reset. And so far, Bitcoin came back and it retested the prior daily and weekly highs, and also the exponential moving averages as well. So the red being the 9 EMA and the yellow being the 21. And down here is the green, the 55. But Bitcoin came and pretty much retested the 21 on the daily as well. So that was just another good retest, confirming this breakout old resistance as support. And we had identified this as being a potential bottoming trend reversal structure due to the basically the MACD was showing bullish divergence at this point here, since price made a lower low compared to this point, but the MACD made a higher low compared to this point. So when we saw that, we were looking out for Bitcoin to form a higher low on the daily after this fake breakdown below the range, the quick move up. We were looking for this to be a higher low to form on the daily. And sure enough, that ended up being the case. And Bitcoin went and tested the top of the range here at about 70K. So yeah, this retest is fine. And so far, it looks like Bitcoin is at about yesterday's high, 69,281, but price is above the 9 EMA. And this red line is the prior all-time high for Bitcoin. So price is above that now as well. But I'd say things are looking good at the moment. Daily Bollinger Band is at almost 72,000. And then another thing to follow up on is the RSI. The RSI, we had pointed out how it had gone from being overbought all the way back here, resetting, going sideways, and allowing the trend to reset on the oscillator or on the RSI as well. So we see that it broke out from the bearish control zone. It got up into the bullish control zone, pulled back to the RSI, bounced off of it, and then pulled back again right as the RSI and the EMA are both entering the bullish control zone now. And now the RSI bounced off of it, and both the RSI and the EMA are pointing up, going into the bullish control zone. So that's definitely a promising sign for this breakout to continue. The EMA price is at 65,915. So price is well above that now. That's close to where the low was where it retested. And the RSI continues rising above 68,600. So price is above that at the moment. And then down here, the dual indicator is green on the daily. So that's also a good sign that it's getting into the bullish control zone now as well. And then let's see if we follow up on, let's just look at it on the monthly. The monthly is getting close to a bullish engulfing after coming back and retesting the 9. We're just consolidating here at the prior all-time high. And then RSI came from oversold. Then it went to the overbought territory in the bullish control zone. It got pushed back to the RSI, to the EMA. The EMA price is at 55,924, which is pretty much where the monthly low was for this month. So RSI pretty much came back and retested the EMA and is looking to bounce off of it, as both are in the bullish control zone now as well, with positive momentum building here on the MACD. And the jewel down here also is turning green as well. So I want to look back to the last time Bitcoin was looking like this on the monthly in regards to the RSI and how it's postured. So the last time it was similar would be around here, but I would compare it more so to this point, since back here the RSI was overbought, then it reset all the way to being oversold, and then that's when the move started to come up. So that's the case with what's going on now too, is this time it came from being overbought, it reset all the way to oversold, and now the EMA is going back to entering into the bullish control zone after all that time. Because this time before, the EMA had come from overbought, and it bounced from being overbought from the middle of the zone back to being overbought. So long story short, what I'm saying is the RSI and the EMA on the monthly are coming from being oversold, is why I'm making this comparison to this point here, to where we're at now. So if you were to compare the RSI with how price was looking back then, this was back in 2016. You can see that price was at around $370, and then when it got into the bullish control zone, when the EMA got into the bullish control zone, price was breaking out, making higher highs on a monthly. So it was getting up to like 700, 800. But you can see what followed was the RSI rode the EMA all the way up into the bullish control zone. So it ended up hitting the all-time high. And then it ended up going to new all-time highs after that on the monster run all the way up to about 20,000 is where that move ended up leading it. So let's just have some fun and see what the percentage change was from that point to the all-time high. 1497, almost 1500. So now let's just like play around. And obviously we're not expecting Bitcoin to do anything as crazy. That would be great, but it will probably have a lesser return, but who knows? Let's just play around and see what happens. If we go from the prior all-time high and you were to go up that same amount, no, that would be like too crazy, I think. 1,500 would be all right, about a mil for Bitcoin. So, all right, that's obviously an outlandish kind of comparison, but hey, I definitely wouldn't complain if that were to follow. All I'm saying is that last time the monthly RSI for Bitcoin was in a similar posturing, that's the type of move that played out. And keep in mind, that was from all-time high to all-time high. So yeah, I'm pretty sure if we were to get a fraction of that move, everyone would be super happy with what we're to follow. So anyways, I think I'll leave it there for today. I don't want to make this video too long, but yeah, Ethereum and the altcoins are also breaking out as well. So sorry, I'll just look again here on the total 3 chart for the altcoins. broke out, back tested the EMAs, and the breakout is looking like follow through is going to be continuing. And then Ethereum is getting above the prior weekly high, and all the daily candles have been closing above it. And so now we're looking to see that consolidation lead to further breakout. So yeah, I'd say things are looking good at the moment. So we'll go ahead and we'll leave it there for today. We'll follow up tomorrow and see how price action is looking. But I really appreciate you guys. Thanks so much. Go ahead, like and subscribe. Leave a comment below. Let me know what your thoughts are on the market and where you think price action is heading. And we'll go ahead and we'll follow up in the next video. So thanks again, guys. Take care, and we'll see you then.